Regio scapularis, it has 4 borders. The upper border is represented by the line connecting articulatio acromioclavicularis with processus spinosus of 7th cervical vertebra. The lower border is the horizontal line that passes through angulus inferioris scapula. Medially is the line passing through linea medialis scapula, and laterally is the line passing through the posterior border of musculus deltoideus and linea axillaris posterior. First layer starts with skin, which is inactive and thick. Under skin is the subcutaneous fatty tissue and superficial fascia, which are moderately developed. Connective tissue bridges extend from the latter, dividing the subcutaneous fatty tissue into cells. Subcutaneous fatty tissue and superficial fascia are innervated by rami posterioris nervi spinalis. Under the superficial fascia is the own fascia of the back, which is divided into 2 sheets. The superficial leaf of the fascia propria covers musculus trapezius and latissimus dorsi. The fascia is properly only in some places has a fibrous structure. The own fascia forms a facial sheath for latissimus and trapezius muscle. Musculus trapezius is located in the superior medial part of the region, and it starts from linea nuchae superior, protuberantia occipitalis externa, ligamentum nuchae, spinous process of 7 cervical vertebra, and all thoracic vertebra, as well as from ligamentum supraspinale. Upper fibers attaches to pars acromialis of clavicle, middle fibers to the acromion of scapula, and lower fibers to the spina scapulae. It is innervated by nervus accessorius. Musculus latissimus dorsi. It is located in the inferior lateral region, and it starts from spinous process of 5th to 6th lower thoracic vertebra, from all lumbar vertebra, from crista sacralis mediana, labium externum crista iliaca, as well as from 4 lower ribs. It attaches to crista tuberculi minoris, innervated by nervus thoracoldorsalis. Musculi trapezius and latissimus dorsi are supplied by arteria intercostalis posterioris and drains through vena intercostalis posterioris. Here we can see nervus accessorius and nervus thoracoldorsalis. Posterior surface of the scapula, there are 2 osteofibrous sheets. They are formed by attaching the supra and infraspinatus fascia to the bony edges of the named fossa. They contain supraspinatus and infraspinatus muscles and small amount of fatty tissue. In addition, together with the infraspinatus muscle, the teres minor muscle lies in the lower osteofibrous bed. The teres major muscle has its own facial sheath that has fairly thin structure and is close in structure to the perimysium. Musculus teres major, which starts from the dorsal surface of the angulus inferior scapula, inserts to the crista tuberculi minoris. It is innervated by nervus subscapularis. Teres minor, which starts from the lateral border of the scapula, inserts into the inferior facet of the greater tuberosity of humerus. It is innervated by nervus axillaris. Musculi teres major and minor are supplied by arteria circumflexa scapula and drains through vena circumflexa scapula. Musculus infraspinatus originates from the fossa infraspinata and fascia inserts to tuberculum majus humeri. It is innervated by nervus suprascapularis. Musculus supraspinatus, which originates from fascia and fossa infraspinata. It inserts to the upper part of the tuberculum majus humeri. It is innervated by nervus suprascapularis. Musculi supraspinatus and infraspinatus are supplied and drained by arteria vena suprascapularis, arteria vena circumflexa scapula, arteria vena dorsalis scapula. On the anterior surface of the scapula, there is musculus subscapularis, which occupies the entire fossa subscapularis as its origin and inserts to tuberculum minus humeri. It is innervated, supplied and drained by nervus arteria and vena subscapularis. Musculus subscapularis is covered by fascia subscapularis, which is attached to the edges of scapula. It is less pronounced and has a rather thin structure. Thus, the third osteofibrous sheath of the region is formed. On the fascia subscapularis, there is a small layer of loose fiber which communicates with the fiber of regio axillaris. Musculus serratus anterior starts from the 9 upper ribs, insert to the myargomedialis and angulus inferior scapula. It is innervated by nervus thoracicus lateralis and supplied and drained by arteria vena thoracica lateralis. Between musculus serratus anterior ribs and musculi intercostalis externi, there is small layer of loose fatty tissue. Musculus intercostalis starts from the lower edge of the overlying rib, directed anteriorly and downward, inserting to the upper edge of the underlying rib. It is innervated by nervi intercostalis. It is supplied by arteria intercostalis posterioris and rami intercostalis anterioris from the thoracica interna, and it is drained through vena intercostalis posterioris and vena intercostalis anterioris. The neurovascular bundle of region emerging from the upper edge of the scapula consisting of arteria vena and nervus suprascapularis. Arteria suprascapularis departs from truncus thyrocervicalis and directed laterally below the ligamentum transversum scapula superius to the incisura scapula. Vena suprascapularis accompanies with arteria suprascapularis and flows into vena jugularis externa. Nervus suprascapularis departs from supraclavicular part of plexus brachialis. It passes under ligamentum transversum scapula superius. Arteria suprascapularis form anastomosis with arteria circumflexa scapula and arteria dorsalis scapula. The second is arteria vena nervus dorsalis scapula. Nervus dorsalis scapula departs from supraclavicular part of plexus brachialis and directed along the anterior surface of musculus levator scapula, and it reaches the angulus superior and margo medialis scapula. Arteria dorsalis scapula is a deep branch of arteria transversa scapula. Together with vena dorsalis scapula, it is directed along margo medialis scapula. Vena dorsalis scapula accompanies arteria dorsalis scapula and flows into vena subclavia. Vena and nervus subscapularis. Arteria subscapularis departs from arteria axillaris into trigulum subpectorale. It is divided into two branches. One is arteria circumflexa scapulae passing through the foramen trilaterum, and second is arteria thoracoldorsalis running along the lateral edge of musculus subscapularis along with vena thoracoldorsalis. In turn, nervus thoracoldorsalis departs from the posterior bundle of subclavian part of the plexus brachialis, and vena thoracoldorsalis flows into vena subscapularis. Vena subscapularis accompanies the arteria subscapularis and flows into vena subaxillaris. Nervus subscapularis goes separately and starts from the posterior bundle of supraclavicular part of plexus brachialis. Ways of spread of purulent process. With the development of purulent inflammation in the supraspinatus osteofibrous sheath, pus spreads into subdeltoid space and into the deep tissue of the lateral triangle of the neck. From the infraspinatus osteofibrous sheath, purulent process can spread into subdeltoid region as well as into cavitas axillaris through foramen trilaterum and quadrilaterum.